All right, I hope you are ready because we have a shocking breaking news about Erika Jayne and these infamous earrings that we've been talking about, that were talked about on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, that have been all over the news. There has now been a new update on the earrings, the $750,000 diamond earrings that Tom Girardi bought for his wife, Erika Jayne. And we're about to get into all of it because this is a major win for Erika, because the court has just ruled that she is entitled to those earrings and they should not have been put up for auction. Let's get into it, shall we? Oh, hi, it's me, Zack Peter, pop culture junkie, reality TV insider, published author, and host of the No Filter with Zack Peter podcast. Here I'll bring you all the latest news on the Real Housewives, deep dives into celebrity legal scandals, and unfiltered combos with your favorite stars. I've got you covered. And yes, I always keep receipts. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest tea. Now, let's dive in. And guys, welcome on in. Oof. Okay, so big win, big court win for Erika Jayne, Erika Girardi. So there was a pair of $750,000 earrings, diamond earrings that Tom Girardi purchased for his wife, Erika Jayne, Erika Girardi, right? Now, the reason this kind of all got a little complicated is because the earrings were purchased with money that came from a client trust account, and we were able to link the purchase of the earrings for $750,000 to the actual trust account that the money was pulled out from. Now, this was a replacement pair of earrings because many, many years ago, Tom bought Erika these earrings along, I want to say at the beginning of their marriage is when he bought her this pair of earrings. They ended up getting stolen. And so this was a replacement pair that he then purchased for $750,000 out of a client trust account. Okay. The bankruptcy, the estate was then going after Erika for those earrings, saying, hey, those earrings don't belong to you. Those earrings belong to the estate. Those earrings belong to Girardi Keese because we have to pay off your debts. Therefore, we are going to confiscate those earrings and liquidate them so that we can pay off all of the debts from Girardi Keese, right? Again, there was no guarantee that the money that they were going to get from liquidating those earrings was ever going to go towards any specific victims. It was going to pay off the debts of Girardi Keese. So essentially, they could have gone to pay off any debts of Girardi Keese, not any specific victim or any specific former client of Girardi Keese, right? They could have gone to pay off, an accountant or whatever. That's obviously just a very general example, but it wasn't like the earrings were being used to help any specific former client or victim of Girardi Keese, right? So they fought Erika for the earrings. Erika was like, no, these earrings are mine. I'm entitled to these earrings. We saw it play out on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where everybody, Garcelle was, clutching her pearls. And she's like, oh, give back the earrings. And Crystal's like, why don't you just give back the earrings? Everyone's like, Erika, just give up the earrings. And Erika's like, they're my earrings. And we have to wait for the court to see this through, right? We have to wait for discovery to happen. We have to wait for them to do a forensic accounting of the books. We have to see who's entitled to the earrings. And as far as I know, these are my earrings. They were given to me many, many years ago as a gift from my husband. Okay. So eventually the court ended up, or the trustee ended up taking the earrings, putting them in a safety deposit box, and then eventually they ended up auctioning those earrings off. Those earrings were then auctioned off for $250,000, and that purchase was made by attorney Ronald Richards, who has a very unhealthy obsession with Erika Jayne, because not only does he constantly tweet about her, but he purchased the earrings, would taunt her on Twitter. It was a very weird incestuous relationship that he had, because he also went on to squeeze his way into getting hired by the trustee to hire him as special counsel to investigate Erika specifically. Through his investigation, however, he wasn't able to actually find anything. Now that we're a few years into this, we've seen that many lawsuits have come up. Many people have tried to sue Erika. All of those lawsuits, none of them have come to fruition against Erika specifically. She's been dismissed with prejudice. She's been removed from these cases. They've been able to move on from pursuing Erika directly, and a lot of the lawsuits are now being directed at Girardi Keese. So Girardi Keese was the one, or the trustee representing Girardi Keese was the one that was going after Erika Jayne. So they sold the earrings to Ronald Richards. Ronald Richards got them for his wife. His wife went on Instagram and she was like, ooh, look at my earrings. I'm so pretty, blah, blah, blah. look at me. It's expensive to be me. Should I have the Girardi name filed off of them? She was flaunting the earrings, taunting Erika, also essentially making a mockery of the entire case and not being sensitive to any of these former clients that were owed money by Girardi Keese or any of the victims that, had money stolen from Girardi Keese. And at this point, there aren't just alleged victims, there are actual victims. The Ruiz Gomez family is a perfect example. They were able to get a judge to secure the debt that Tom Girardi owed them through Girardi Keese because they were able to find out that he wasn't paying them all of their money. And so a judge, there were certain cases, I believe only two specifically, the Lion Air case and the Ruiz Gomez case that I'm aware of, that, were secured. So that happened, right? They kept the earrings. They were flaunting them on social media. Well, now, during the auction of those earrings, Erika did have an open appeal in terms of, she was saying those earrings are mine. I'm entitled to keep those earrings. I'm appealing the decision to auction them off. I'm appealing the decision for the trustee to keep these earrings because they don't belong to the trustee. They belong to me, right? They were a gift from my husband. Well, now the appellate court has ruled that those earrings were never supposed to go to the trustee, that the trustee was never able to prove their case or prove that the earrings were property of the estate, right? So the trustee was using the earrings to liquidate them to get money to pay off Girardi Keese's debts. And the appellate court is saying, no, you were never entitled to take those earrings. You were never entitled to sell those earrings because those earrings did not belong to you, because the money that was used to purchase those earrings never belonged to Girardi Keese. It was technically money that belonged to the clients. So it's possible that maybe the clients can possibly fight for those earrings because they would be the ones that were entitled to them because it was their money that was used to purchase the earrings. But as of right now, the court has determined that the bankruptcy trustee was never supposed to take the earrings from Erika, nor was the bankruptcy trustee ever supposed to, or I guess they could until the discovery process played out and we figured out who actually was entitled to those earrings. But at the current time, the earrings were in possession of, Erika was in possession of the earrings. So now here we are. The court has determined that they were never supposed to take the earrings. So now it's uncertain what's going to happen because the earrings were taken and the earrings were sold. And the earrings were sold for much less than the value of the earrings, right? Because the earrings were purchased for $750,000, but auctioned off to Ronald Richards for $250,000. So it is possible that the bankruptcy trustee will now have to pay Erika for those earrings because they were never entitled to take the earrings from Erika. So it's very possible that Erika could say, hey, those are my earrings. They were worth $750,000. Give me back, bitch, better have my money. Give me back my $750,000 earrings because they belong to me. They are my earrings. Again, it's possible that the Resolin, which is a diabetes drug, that's the case the earrings were linked to. That's the trust account. It's possible that they can try and fight for that. Now, here's where it does get a little tricky and confusing, right? Because Girardi Keese ended up writing that expense off as a cost. So with a law firm like Girardi Keese, they take on contingency cases, right? So they take on cases with, victims. There was the explosion, there was the plane crash. In this case, it was a diabetes drug. And so the law firm will then represent the client or clients, pursue litigation against whoever they're trying to sue, and then they'll get a lump sum of money. Okay. So to put it into really simple terms, we can say $100, right? Let's say the settlement was $100, and then the attorney, the law firm, is entitled to 30 to 40%. In this case, let's just say it was 40%, right? So once they get that $100 check, they're entitled to 40%. So then the law firm would keep $40 of that 100 because then that's what they're entitled to. And then on top of that, they're able to deduct their costs. These could be filing costs. These could be pens used in the office that were specific to that case, whatever. Again, I'm using very, very general examples, okay? I'm not being specific. I'm using generalizations. That way, it hopefully is a little more clear. So let's just say costs were 10%, right? So they took their 40%, they took their 10%, which was the costs. So then therefore that's $50 of the $100 from that settlement. So whatever's left then goes to the clients, right? So that remaining $50 is what would go to the clients. Now, in order to determine all of that, you need to find out what the attorney's fee percentage was. I believe Girardi Keese was charging about 40%, and what the costs were. And so Girardi Keese, I believe, for the purchase of the earrings, wrote those off as a cost. So It's possible because Erika's attorneys were fighting and saying, well, Girardi Keese was entitled to a percentage of that lawsuit or a percentage of that settlement. Therefore, we can easily say that the earrings were purchased with the percentage that Girardi Keese was entitled to. Now, the reason Girardi Keese was unable to take those earrings is because the trustee was not able to prove what was actually what, like what percentages were what costs were what. Like it looked like they got sloppy and they cut a couple of corners, wanted to sell the earrings because the public court of opinion against Erika was that they didn't like her, so they wanted to see the earrings be sold off because people wanted to believe that the selling of those earrings was going to help the alleged victims, right? Now, in this case, again, we don't know what the trustee used that $250,000 for or what bills they've paid off. However, it does look like they're going to have to pay Erika back some money. It's possible that they could try and fight. Highly unlikely that they can try and, then now do the forensic accounting of the books to figure out what percentage was entitled. I don't know. It's just one big mess. It's a big clusterfuck. And long story short, Erika won her appeal and she was entitled to keep those earrings. Somebody's asking, is Ronald Richards reporting this? I don't believe so. Again, that's embarrassing because his wife was literally flaunting the earrings on Instagram, making a mockery of all of this. What is the case number? You're paid by Erika and Rinna to post garbage lies. If you don't believe me, go look up the court documents yourself. Don't even ask me for the, you know what? You go get the court case number yourself and read the documents yourself if you don't want to believe me. I'm not telling anybody to believe me. I'm telling you, this is what's happened recently. Believe me or don't believe me. And if you don't believe me, go get the court documents and read them for yourself. Or actually, Emily D. Baker broke this down as well on her podcast. So you can go listen to that. Listen to the Emily show. If you don't want to believe me, believe Emily. But I do not get paid by Erika Jayne, nor do I get paid by Lisa Rinna. I don't get paid by any housewife. I don't even get paid by Bravo. The only time I've gotten paid by Bravo is when they use a clip of my podcast on their show because, it's expensive to be me and you should pay me for my work. Okay. Didn't she say they had gone up in value and that they were worth 1.3 million? Yes, she would have to actually prove that they're now worth 1.3 million. I believe that's just an estimate that somebody told her. But I mean, listen, if she's able to prove that they're worth 1.3 million at the time that the trustee took the earrings from her, she could be like, yo, bankruptcy trustee, now you owe me 1.3 million. Bitch better have my money. Money by Monday, Randall. I completely believe you. You explained it really well, just like Emily D. Baker. I mean, listen, I tried to condense it and put it into really simple terms. Emily has a much deeper explanation of all of this where she gets into a lot more of it. These are just the highlights, right? And this is where we're at. Erika won her appeal. Love your podcast. Thank you, Tracy. Ooh, thank you, Belle. I appreciate that. Woo woo. The Gilmore for saying about Emily, so I didn't have to. Thanks, Gilmore. Yes, thank you. Alaya calls me Gilmore because I talk really fast and she thinks I'm a Gilmore girl. Let's see. Great reporting. Thank you. This is the reason why they need to do all the investigations and accounting as carefully as possible so that there are no mistakes made. Thank you, Michael. And that's not what happened. You know why? Because the public was crucifying Erika and all the women on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills wanted to beat up Erika because it was the popular thing to do. And here we are. Remember, what was I always saying from the beginning? We have to do a forensic accounting of the books and figure out where every single cent went, who was entitled to what, because unfortunately, the reality that people don't want to accept is there was a percentage of all of these settlements that Girardi Keese was entitled to. Now, the costs are one thing, but the attorney's fees, that's what was determined and what the client signed off on, whether it was 30% or 40%. The client, and that's standard amongst all contingency cases, right? The attorneys are entitled to a percentage of that lawsuit. It's usually 30 to 40%. That's the average here in California. So there you go. Vindication, though, right? I was feeling real vindicated because today they also announced the new season of Queen of the Con, which is focused on Jen Shah. I think it's called The Unreal Housewife. And it's the 4th season, and it really dives deep into the Jen Shah case and, all of the fraud that she committed. That's not even alleged anymore because she's now in prison for it. But so the 4th season drops this Thursday, July 20th. And I will be in the 4th season, and Emily D. Baker will also be featured in the 4th season. So shout out to Jonathan, who's the host of Queen of the Con. Thank you for having us. I'm excited that the first 2 episodes drop this Thursday, and then you'll be able to catch it weekly moving forward. But it's Queen of the Con season 4. It's a podcast. So be sure to catch the first 2 episodes that premiere this Thursday, July 20th. But the vindication, right, of being like, there were so many other people on the internet. This may be a little shade, but I'm going to throw it. All of these people on the internet that wanted to drag Erika because it was the cute and popular thing to do because it got you some cute little likes. It got you some nice little subscribers on the YouTube, right? Got you the engagement you wanted without having some integrity in your reporting. You wanted to use the clickbait to beat up on Erika while defending Jen Shah. And guess who's in prison? And guess who continues to get vindicated? Erika was just seen talking to the victims. The victims are now coming out in support of Erika. I saw Kimberly Archie tweeting in support of Erika, calling out Ronald Richards and his wife for being a clown, for making a mockery of this entire case. The vindication feels so good. You know why? Because I read the court documents, I talk to real experts, and I focus on, as Emily D. Baker says, fact, not fuckery. And I always said, we have to wait for this case to play out. Now it has played out. Now I can do a little pat, pat on the back, snap, snap, pat the puss. Okay. What else? I'm so happy for Erika getting this vindication. Yes, the shade, all the shade, baby, all the shade. Listen, if people want to subtweet shade, that's okay. I have the vindication on my side. So you can tweet all the things that you want to tweet and throw all your little subtweets out there, but that's okay, baby, because my vindication stays going. Listen, it's always about having integrity in your reporting, making sure you understand the details and the facts of what you're reporting, and like giving people some grace, right? I gave Jen Shah grace until I realized, oh, holy shit, she is really guilty because there was evidence to prove that. Let's see, what else? No, you told me to call you Gilmore for that reason. Really? Well, there you go. That's why I'm called Gilmore. That's a good one, Mallory. Yes, it is. Mallory says, yes, I'm happy for Erika. I also feel vindicated because I've always been Team Erika. Here's the thing. I've never been Team Erika. I've always been Team let's find the truth. I've been Team the victims. I've been Team let's make the people that were wronged whole again. And part of that, and part of being that team truly, not the virtue signaling, but being truly part of let's help the people that were wronged be made whole again, was putting the focus and the attention on the people that committed these crimes, right? Not on the easy, poster face of the case, right? Yes, that was great clickbait. Yes, that got some news outlets, some good headlines. But here we are now, where we're actually seeing this all come to fruition. That's right, Zach. Coming up and at. Oh. I love you, Emily D. Baker, and I love you, Zach. I love Emily D. Baker too. Woo woo. Love you, Adam. My name is not Adam, my love. My name is Zach Peter. It says it right down there below, but I appreciate that. Your hair looks so good. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that. Love you, Zach. Always follow the facts. Happy for Erika. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate that. Happy for Erika was a lot of finger pointing 2 to 3 years ago. Accusations made. Yes, not just accusations and finger pointing. People were taking bricks. We were stoning the bitch. We were lighting her up at the stake. And I was always like, listen, it sounds kind of weird that Tom Girardi would be coming home and co-conspiring with his third wife, the trophy wife. Like, it was just bizarre to me. You rock, Zach. Thank you. I appreciate that. Erika is not looking too bad lately. I'm here for it. Thank you for keeping us updated with your great reporting. I love your commentary. Thank you, my love. Okay, does anybody have any questions before I wrap up this live? I really just wanted to pop in, spill it, get you the details, and keep it moving. But let me know if you have any specific questions about this. I will address them before we wrap. Tom Girardi is now about to be facing an upcoming court date. I believe it's actually moving forward because the court has determined that he is of sound mind and able to stand trial. I was Team Erika, then everyone made me doubt myself, so was against her. I'm glad to know that the facts, so I can be Team Erika again. I mean, I think that's great, Charlotte. Listen, I think that was the thing, is everybody wanted her to be guilty, and I took the beating for actually defending what was in the court documents. And I'm happy to have taken the beating, because then on days like this, I feel vindicated. Right after we saw her meet with the clients, or sorry, meet with the victims and former clients of Girardi Keese, we see her, making amends, trying to make things right. We see the earrings, situation being settled. So original lawsuit victims have been paid, correct? It depends on which one. Like, there are many cases. So some of them have already been paid in full. Some of them have started to get settlements from the bankruptcy trustee. All still, all still up in the air. Um, Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, I mean, it depends on, again, depends on which victims or former clients you're referring to specifically. Thanks for your reporting. Thank you, Shauna. Do you know when Erika can get the earrings back? Well, that's what has to happen next, right? Now that the appeals court has ruled, the appellate court has ruled in her favor, it's unclear if she's going to want the actual earrings back. I mean, listen, if that were the case and I were vindicated in this way, I would tell the bankruptcy trustee, nah, you took the earrings and sold them when you weren't supposed to. That bitch over there can keep the earrings. Ronald Richards and his wife, they can keep the earrings. I don't even want the earrings back, but what I want is what the earrings are worth. And right now, we know that the earrings were paid for $750,000. So I would be like, give me my $750,000. You took earrings that did not belong to you, and you sold them when they weren't yours, when you accused me of taking something that wasn't mine. So therefore, bitch better have my money. Give me my $750,000 back. I will take it in cash, please. So it's unclear if she will get this. I don't think she will get the actual earrings back, but I believe the value of the earrings is what will now have to be paid out by the trustee to Erika. Please tell us what network Queen of the Con is on so we can watch it. It's a podcast. So it's produced by iHeartRadio, and it is available on all podcast platforms. The iHeartRadio app, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can tune in starting this Thursday, July 20th. The first 2 episodes dropped. The trailer I posted on Instagram, so you can catch the trailer right now. I hear that I deliver a lot of I haven't heard it yet. I won't get to actually listen to it until you guys get to listen to it too. But from what the producer and host have told me, it's a really good season, and I deliver a lot of really good lines. So I'm looking forward to that. Queen of the Con season 4, The Unreal Housewife, starts airing July 20th. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Thank you. Pay me my flowers, bitch, but I have my money. I've always been Team Erika. She was not part of her husband's thievery. Thank you. Erika should be pissed at Kyle and Dorit. They were more than happy for her legal stuff to be out there, so nobody looked at them. I don't think that that's true. I think they were just, if anything, and we do address it in today's podcast with Jamie Stein, because we talk about the Kyle Richards of it all, and we talk about Erika and the victims and all of that. I will say that I think more than they were happy to take the focus off of them and put it on Erika, I think that they wanted the public to see that, like, they were, like, it was more about their public perception. So I think that there was a lot of virtue signaling done by the women on the show because they wanted to look good to the audience, and they didn't want to look like they were endorsing Erika and, the potential alleged crimes that people were accusing her of. They didn't want to be associated with that, right? Very curious to see how these women are going to change their tone moving forward. Bankruptcy lawyer Rob on Law and Lumber said on Twitter that she's not getting them back. Yeah, I don't believe she's getting the physical earrings back. I believe they will have to have a check written. They will have to give her the value. Maybe it's part of, because I know they were trying to negotiate some sort of settlement with her, or at least I heard rumblings of that. I don't know how true that is or where they were in the settlement negotiations, but it's possible that they'll be like, okay, well, we'll meet in the middle somewhere. We owe you money now. We're claiming that you owe us money. But here's the thing. All the lawsuits against her keep getting dismissed. She won her appeal for the earrings. The victims now seem to be on her side. So at this point, I don't think she needs to be working with the trustee anymore, right? They all dragged her and wanted to tarnish her reputation and, beat her up in the press. So at this point, it'll be interesting to see how much she's even willing to cooperate with them moving forward. I would take the earrings just to say F Ron the pig. Yeah. I wouldn't want them back after his wife wore them, though. Shoot, that whole thing was creepy. Single white female, obsessive stalker, creepy shit. Creepy. Grossy. Yucky. But yeah, bitch better have my money. Pay me what you owe me. Okay. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining today's live. Stay tuned. More tea to be spilled soon. Be sure to catch the podcast. There's a new episode today out with Jamie Stein. I'll go live again Thursday night. That'll be uploaded on the podcast on Friday. We have new podcast episodes that come every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's called No Filter with Zack Peters. So be sure to subscribe here on the YouTube and on the podcast app. Catch the new season of Queen of the Con, all focused on Jen Shah. Myself and Emily D. Baker are featured throughout the season, all featured throughout season 4. So stay tuned for that. Also, very special announcement, some good news. Not only did I land Queen of the South that I finally get to announce, which I taped a couple months ago, and then I announced that I have now signed with DS Management, David Shahar. Woot, woot. Thank you, David. David is now representing me, which I'm very excited and grateful for. And then on top of that, it was also just announced today that I will be joining Big IP Media, which is a podcast network. They just signed with Libsyn's Advertise Cast. So No Filter with Zack Peter as of going into August. As of August, I will be they will be my new home. Big IP Media. Woo woo. I'm excited to be joining Big IP Media. I'm excited to now be repped by DS Management. Look at that. Boom. Have some integrity. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my check. And like I said, my Spotify contract just got renewed for another season. So you can catch recaps with me. New Kardashians recap this Thursday and new Orange County recap this Friday. Get ready. Lots of announcements coming. Big things coming. Boom. Boom. Michael, how could I ever forget you? I'm going to be here. I'd take the loo. I'm with you about give me that money, honey. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Val. I appreciate you guys. Hi, Zach. In some of the ways Erika behaves, she didn't always make it easy to like her. Yes, but that's why I was always very clear, my love. I do not always defend her likability, but I was always defending her culpability in the crimes, right? So there we go. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I know I'm already having a great one.